All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. To be or not to be? That is the question.
If music be the food of love, play on. Give me excess of it, that surfeiting the appetite may sicken and so die. Let's strain again. It had a dying fall. Oh, it came o'er my ear like the sweet sound that breathes upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving odor.
I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows, quite over-canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight.
All the world's a stage.
If music be the food of love,
plays many parts.
play on.
I know a bank where the wild
All the
thyme
world's a
blows,
If
stage.
music be the food of
music
love,
be the
the
food
food
musk
of love,
roses
play
and
on.
with eglantine. I know a bank where the
To
wild
man
thyme
in his time
sleeps
plays
Titania
many
some
parts.
time of the night.
Or not to be?
A plague upon it! A plague upon all words that elude me! A plague upon all plots that confound me! A plague upon this cursed play!
Master Shakespeare, what ails thee?
None of thy concern, lily-livered boy.
Begging thy pardon, sir, I thought thee cried out.
Oh, prithee be silent. I profit not by thy talk. Hie thee hence, apprentice.
But Master Shakespeare.
Hast thou not ears to hear?
Pardon me, sir, but someone is here to see thee. I brought him from the globe where he waited in vain.
Who?
A retired gentleman from the Chapel Royal, master, once in the service of Queen Elizabeth herself, the composer and organist, William Byrd.
Oh, fie upon it! Another interruption? Well, send him in.
As thou wishest, master.
'Tis not as I wish at all, Elfwit. 'Tis untimely. Send him in, anyway.
Aye, sir. Master Shakespeare, this is Master Byrd.
Oh, good morrow, esteemed sir. I have heard of thee, the master of the madrigal and the colossus of the keyboard. Welcome to my humble abode.
All God's greetings to thee, word right without peer.
Oh, do not tarry, foolish boy. Go to, back to the theatre. If thou knowest not thy lines by today's rehearsal, I shall clout thee.
Aye! Aye, Master Shakespeare.
To what do I owe this honour, good sir? Think not that my intentions run to rudeness, but thou hast found me in a desperate state. The revision of this play is overdue. If I finish it not, I shan't be paid. If paid I am not, I will default on my rent, and if that happens, I shall be thrown unceremoniously out into the nearest alleyway. I lay the urgency of my case before thee, sir, and prithee, make haste to tell me what thou requirest.
Very well, to the point then. On this trip to London to visit my merchant brother, I have had the pleasure of attending several of thy plays. As a matter of fact, last week I saw the Lord Chamberlain's Men perform at the Globe. Richard Burbage excelled in the role of Hamlet.
Of course, he is a master of his craft.
The acting surpassed all my expectations.
Naturally, his talent is unparalleled.
But, sir, sad to say, for me the play itself lacked lustre.
So, composer, thou turnest critic to condemn me?
Please take no offence, for none is intended. Thy words are masterful. To be or not to be is as profound a statement as can be found in any play. But still, Methinks some element is missing.
Well, I suggest thou goest to find it then. I have work to do.
I need not seek it elsewhere, for the remedy is before thee.
Pray tell.
I am at thy service.
Thou art the remedy? What need have I of a meddling musician, as excellent as he may be?
I hope to prove to thee that the result of my meddling, as thou callst it, could result in a medley, most magnificent.
Speak plainly, sir.
Why not let thy characters sing their joy and sorrow? Let them spin and twirl, lifting their spirits to jigs and galliards. Words and music are made for each other, sir. I feel certain the Muses would approve of such a union.
How amusing. Dost thou wish to teach me my craft, sir? Is that it?
I do believe I could be of some assistance.
I fear thou oversteps the mark, sir.
I fear thou art too hasty to dismiss me without a hearing. Why, even the Queen herself loves music and dance. The musicians of the court have provided many a pavane and galliard for her pleasure.
Oh, pray tell, Master Byrd, and what's in it for thee?
I admire thee, sir. In thee I see genius that comes only once in every generation, if that. 'Tis true what Francis Mears says of thee. As Plautus and Seneca are accounted best for comedy and tragedy among the Latins, so Shakespeare among the English is the most excellent in both kinds for the stage. Yet I believe thy plays could benefit from the addition of popular tunes and dances. Music will draw people to thy work and open their hearts so they can more readily appreciate the genius of thy words, sir. I could help, if thou wouldst let me.
For the life of me, sir, I cannot imagine Hamlet chanting to be or not to be, to the accompaniment of a flute or the beat of a drum.
Perhaps not. But instead, consider the pitiful maid Ophelia. 'Tis her final appearance in the play. She enters, flowers strewn through her hair. In her eyes her growing madness glows. Her father killed by Hamlet, her love, and he lost to her, so she supposes. There she is, alone, abandoned. She speaks, then from her lips escapes her last sorrowful lament.
There's rosemary. That's for remembrance. Pray, love, remember. And there is pansies. That's for thoughts. There's fennel for thee, and columbines. There's rue for thou, and here's some for me. I would give thee some violets, but they withered all when my father died. They say he made a good end. I cannot choose but weep to think they should lay him in the cold ground. And will he not come again? No, no, he is dead. Go to thy deathbed. He will never come again.
My robin is to the greenwood gone, away, away, to the greenwood gone. Bonny sweet robin, my sweet robin, bonny sweet robin is all my joy.
He's gone, and we cast away moan. God have mercy on his soul, and of all Christian souls I pray God. Goodbye to thee.
poor lady, so fair, yet not so fortunate. Her lament doth mirror her soul's despair.
Ah, yes. Music enhancing character. I commend thee for thy thought.
But dost thou not see? Feelings and emotions easily soar on the wings of song, touching the divine.
So it seems. Merry part, Master Byrd, I bid thee good day. My foul but not so fortunate play commands my presence.
This play, 'tis perplexing thee, I see. May I inquire as to the nature of thy complaint against it?
A work most stubborn since its birthing, sir. We've been sworn enemies since its conception. In the final scene, there's a gap as long as Hadrian's wall, and nothing there to bridge it, and yet we perform it once again soon. So I needs must find a solution to my gaping chasm.
I would share thy burden, if thou wouldst enlighten me.
As thou wilt, sir. Perhaps thou canst unlock the mysteries of its obstinacy. 'Tis midsummer. A group of players, rustics all, perform.
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady Thisbe is certain. This man with lime and rough cast doth present Wall, that vile wall which did these lovers sunder, and through Wall's chink, poor souls, they are content to whisper. This man with lantern, dog, and bush of thorn presenteth Moonshine, for if you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Ninus' tomb there to woo. This grisly beast which lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe coming first by night did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle stain, whereat with bloody, blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast, and Thisbe, tarrying in the mulberry shade, his dagger drew.
Thus die I, thus. Now am I dead, now am I fled, my soul is in the sky. Tongue, kiss thy light, moon, take thy flight. Now, die. Oh.
Asleep, my love? What? Dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak! Quite dumb? Dead. A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes, these lily lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone. Lovers make moan, his eyes were green as leeks. Tongue, not a word, come trusty sword, come blade, my breast embrue. Ah! And farewell, friends, thus Thisbe ends. Adieu. Oh.
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
Aye, a humorous melancholy indeed, sir.
Oh, herein lies the rub. From this scene of tragic comedy, the play leaps to King Oberon's magical exhortation to his fairies.
Now until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray, and each chamber bless with sweet peace. Trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day.
'Tis a hideous disjuncture, think you not? One that jars my senses.
Let music work its magic then, sir. Shift the mood with melodic tones that bridge the contrast between the player's deaths and the fairies' blessings.
How so?
May I be so bold as to suggest a dance? A Bergamask, to be precise. 'Tis said the peasants of Bergamo dance it, so why not these rustics? Watch. Rising like a phoenix reborn from where it lies, they awake again to the beat of life itself. The enticing sound enchants King Oberon too. Look where he watches, unseen by all but fairy folk.
Well, by my quill and ink, this tune has saved my skin and perchance my reputation. Perhaps it would not be amiss for me to consider more of thy suggestions. Come to the theatre this afternoon. I rehearse one of my plays this day. Bring musicians if thou wishest. I would hear more of thy thoughts regarding the marriage of words and music.
As thou wilt, Master Shakespeare. I shall see thee anon.
Where was that now? Ah, yes, here. Rustics dance the Bergamask, lively with gusto. Aye, that should do it. What a melodious midsummer night's dream. Actors. We shall now perform Act 3, Scene 5. Enter Romeo and Juliet onto the balcony. Speak thee fair, and make thy voices resound. Proceed.
Wilt thou be gone? It is not yet near day. It was the nightingale, and not the lark, that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear. Nightly she sings on yon pomegranate tree. Believe me, love, it was the nightingale.
It was the lark, the herald of the morn, no nightingale. Look, love, what envious streaks do lace the severn clouds in yonder east. Night's candles are burnt out, and jocund day stands tiptoe on the misty mountain tops. I must be gone and live, or stay and die.
Yon light is not daylight. I know it. It is some meteor that the sun exhales, to be to thee this night a torch-bearer, and light thee on thy way to Mantua. Therefore, stay yet. Thou needst not be gone.
Let me be ta'en. Let me be put to death. I am content, so thou wilt have it so. I'll say yon grey is not the morning's eye, 'tis but the pale reflex of Cynthia's brow, nor that it is not the lark, whose notes do beat the vaulty heaven so high above our heads. I have more care to stay than will to go. Come, death, and welcome. Juliet wills it so. How is it, my soul? Let's talk. It is not day.
It is. It is. Hie hence. Be gone. Away. It is the lark that sings so out of tune, training harsh discords and unpleasing sharps. Some say the lark makes sweet division. This doth not so, for she divideth us. Some say the lark and loathed toad change eyes. Oh, now I would they had changed voices too, since arm from arm that voice doth us affray, hunting thee hence with hunt up to the day. Oh, now be gone, more light and light it grows.
Farewell, farewell. One kiss, and I'll descend.
No!
Samuel Gilburne, why dost thou balk?
Kissing? I won't do it. If I do, I shall puke.
What devil possesses thee? Of course thou wilt kiss. 'Tis a love-sin dolt. Thou art the fair Juliet bidding thy lover Romeo farewell.
No, I won't kiss his ugly mug.
Apprentice, kissing is in this script, so kiss thou wilt. The audience expects it.
'Tis not to my liking.
Thou'rt not paid to like it. Thou'rt paid to do what thy playwright tells thee.
What motivation can I muster for this?
Well, how about a kick up the backside, recreant youth?
Excuse me.
Master Byrd, I apologize for my unruly apprentice.
Not necessary, I assure thee.
Enough of this nonsense, wretched boy. Try it again, with the kiss.
I am not in the mood.
I'll show thee mood, thou lacklustre excuse for an actor, thou pitiful pestilence of a player.
Don't hit me, prithee, don't hit me.
I will lower myself to strike thee, abhorrent amateur.
Sir, a thought worthy of thy consideration.
If thou must, rave on.
Perhaps what thou needst to hear is music to stimulate the stage action, to awaken that young man's inner Juliet, that fair maid inside him who quivers with longing for her lover's kiss.
Ugh.
I've no idea what thou sayest. Speak plainly, my head throbs.
Here you have it. Juliet has named the tune, Hunts Up, so why not let the action unfold to that rousing music? Dawn breaks, the household wakes. If the lovers do not part soon, they will be discovered by perhaps Juliet's nurse, or worse yet, her mother. Make haste. The drums beat. The servants approach. The lovers look around in dismay. They cling to each other, then they part. only to run back to each other again for one last quick embrace and the smouldering kiss. Then Romeo jumps over the balcony and is gone.
Not bad, Master Byrd.
Shall we try it with the music, then? Musicians, if you please.
Take it from your last line, Juliet. Samuel, be not slow to respond. I warn thee, thy future in the theatre hangs in the balance.
Oh, now be gone. More light and light it grows.
Farewell, farewell. One kiss, and I'll descend.
Love, lord, husband, friend. I must hear from thee every day and the hour, for in a minute there are many days. Oh, by this count I shall be much in years, ere I again behold my Romeo.
Oh, I like it. We shall keep it that way for the revival, Master Byrd. Oh, stop thy cat-wallowing, milksop. Dry thy eyes, high-strung apprentice. If thou wouldst be an actor, this advice I give thee. Suit the action to the word to the action, with this special observance that you o'erstep not the modesty of nature, as thou doest now in this unguarded display of emotion. Dost thou understand me? Fine. Now, retire to that bed there and move not a muscle. Juliet has taken a sleeping draught as part of the ruse to see Romeo again and avoid marriage with his rival. Lie as still as death, or thou shalt have no supper.
Oh, lamentable day!
What is the matter?
Look, oh, heavy day!
Oh me, my child, my only life. Revive, look up, or I will die with thee. Help, help, call help.
For shame, bring Juliet forth.
She's dead, deceased, she's dead, alack the day!
She's dead, she's dead.
Ah, let me see her. Out. Alas, she's cold. Her blood is settled, and her joints are stiff. Life and these lips have long been separated. Death lies on her like an untimely frost upon the sweetest flower in all the field.
Oh, lamentable day!
Oh, woeful time!
Death that hath taken her hence to make me wail, ties up my tongue and will not let me speak.
Now what? What now? My lord Capulet, I know not where to turn.
'Tis clear as the bell that calls the faithful to worship, sir. 'Tis musicians thou needst.
How now? When her parents think Juliet is dead? Should not musicians rather put up their pipes and be gone, when things appear so out of tune?
Ah, Master Shakespeare, thou hast it in a nutshell, but I fear the wrong way round. Hast not thou read what the ancients wrote? When things are out of tune, the silver harp of Apollo soothes the soul and brings peace to the universe again. Musicians, please, play heartsease for Master Shakespeare. I think he will agree that an uplifting tune admirably suits the irony of this scene.
I shall add words here as the musicians play. Let's see. When griping grief the heart doth wound, and doleful dumps the mind oppress, then music with her silver sound, with speedy help, doth lend redress. Thanks, Master Byrd. Thou'st made thy point well. Come back with me to my rooms. We'll discuss more of this union of word and music over a mug of ale.
'Twill be my honour, sir.
Good. We depart then.
Master Shakespeare!
What is it, thou annoyance, thou less than perfect player?
May I get up now?
Stay thou till thou rots, boy, if thou hast not the sense to know when a rehearsal is over.
Thank you, Master Shakespeare.
Sounds, sometimes I wonder what the theatre's coming to these days. This way, sir. Have another, Master Byrd.
Nay, my friend, I have drunk enough. I must be on my way. If I imbibe more, I fear I shall stumble and fall from my carriage. God and the Pope preserve me.
Shush! Speak not those words here.
What? Hast thou not papist sympathies thyself, word right?
Quiet, I say.
You deny it, then. Thy plays belie it. All those helpful friars, heartfelt confessions, and sacramental marriages of the old faith. I have seen thy faith at work for myself on the stage.
I deny nothing, but we live in dangerous times, sir, and even these walls have ears. That is why I do not speak of my beliefs openly. Each day I walk a tightrope between heaven and the abyss.
Aye, Master Shakespeare, we all do. My own life's work proves that. Composing masses for the old faith on the one hand and hymns for the new on the other. I am at pains to please everyone, bridging the theological divide with my music, or so I like to believe.
Me too, sir. I strive to transcend the pettiness of religious intolerance with the poetry of my words.
'Tis true. Both music such as mine and poetry such as thine have power to touch the divine. See, I'm a poet, too. Must be the ale, good brew. And again I rhyme.
I prithee stay longer, master. I would speak with thee further about our mutual concerns.
Aye, for a while, then.
You've done me a great service, Master Byrd, by showing me how music can be a handmaiden to poetry, how the lesser of the two arts may exalt and serve the greater.
Ah, but Master Shakespeare, music is no handmaiden. Music is the queen of the arts, who deigns to bestow her blessings upon poetry and dance.
Ah, but Master Byrd, dost thou not agree that words have a subtlety and sublimity that music on its own lacks?
Far from it. Music captures the essence of life, the rhythm of the seasons, the celestial sound of the spheres.
But words exhort, compel, persuade, convince, seduce.
Music calms, soothes, excites, inspires, cleanses.
Yet the play is the thing, sir, although I do admit that this day thou hast shown me that music can be useful.
More than useful, Master Shakespeare, essential to the dramatic action.
Methinks you overstate thy case.
Said like the dedicated playwright thou art, no doubt. But word right. Close not thy mind to the full potential of music's ability to lift thy plays from the ordinary to the extraordinary. Announce thy kings with the call of the trumpet and the beat of the drum. Augment thy hauntings with the mournful sound of the oboe. Energize thy jigs with the merry lilt of the flute.
Ah, good sir, give my ears a rest. Here, have another, I insist. Why let good drink go to waste? Good company, good wine, good welcome can make good people. I wrote that myself.
Well done, sir. Only a little, then, to wet my whistle for the road. My wife Juliet will send out a search party if I don't return home by midnight. The good woman keeps me on a short leash. She says she likes my company. I can't imagine why.
Oh, congratulations on thy marital bliss, my friend. My wife, too, keeps me on a leash. A long one. I return home only on weekends to Stratford. A mutually satisfying situation.
Well, then congratulations to both of us on our good fortunes.
Oh, forgive me, sir. It's been a long day, what with tedious script revisions and a rebellious apprentice to boot.
Fie, 'twould be discourteous to leave before he wakes. I might as well rest my eyes, too.
greet thee, Erato, crowned with myrtle and roses. Desired one, thou art the loveliest of muses, inspiring within me the love of form and structure, the longing for words well shaped to stir the heart and move the soul.
I greet thee, Euterpe, with flute before thee playing, giver of much delight. Thou art the liveliest of muses, filling me with the love of musical notes and well-tuned phrases, of melodic song and sprightly dance to warm the weary along life's path.
Sisters we are.
Do not separate us.
Our arts are complementary.
We belong together.
Poetry
and music.
We walk side by side.
Not one subservient to the other. Join with us, mortals, in the eternal dance of creation, where there is no division and all are one.
Brothers.
Do not remain separate.
Your arts are complementary.
They belong together.
Poetry
and music
walk side by side.
Let not one be subservient to the other. Join in the eternal dance of creation, where there is no division, and all are one.
Curses! Ruination of blissful visions! Who canst that be at this hour? Patience, patience! Fie, unruly apprentice, thy knocking wouldst wake the dead.
Thou didst say to knock, Master Shakespeare, if I wished entrance. A matter of good manners, thou saidst.
I said knock, not break the door down, thou dim-witted youth. Why dost thou follow me like a bad smell?
Begging thy pardon, Master Shakespeare.
I should think so. What dost thou want of me?
Nothing, sir.
Nothing? You imbecile.
'Tis Master Byrd, I see.
Come here, lad. What is it?
A message, sir. This hour a carriage has arrived for thee at the theatre.
Ah, thank thee, lad. Here's for thy trouble.
Blessings on thee, sir.
Don't encourage him, or I'll have no peace.
'Tis the time for parting, sir. I thank thee for thy hospitality.
I thank thee for thy company, sir, and wish thee safe journey. Methinks the Muses themselves have sent thee to me. I will ponder all thou hast imparted. It is food for my famished thought. poetry and music, a confection of sweet harmony to be consumed readily.
I agree. A medley most satisfying, always in good taste. Indeed, if music be the food of love, then let us play on.
An excellent metaphor, sir. We shall make a poet of thee yet. If music be the food of love. In truth, that would be the perfect opening line for the next play I am writing. With thy permission, may I use it?
Of course, please do.
When thou art next in London, attend on me, Master Byrd. I shall take thee to the theatre as my guest, and thou shalt partake of the fruit of thy labour.
Aye, if good fortune wills it, we shall meet again. Fare thee well.
What a dazzling bird thou art! Thou hast raised my hope for better plays to come. Thou hast given me strength to rise again from the ashes of my old self, to create new plays, resplendent with words and bedecked with music. Let the bird of loudest lay on the sole Arabian tree herald sad and trumpet be, to whose sound chaste wings obey. I salute thee, Master Byrd.
A big thank you from ACT for being here today. I would also like to thank the members of the cast of the show who have worked so diligently to bring this play to you. They've done a tremendous job. The music that you heard today is all from the Renaissance period and was arranged by Carl Dolmetsch. What you may not know is that Wald Schridde, who played William Byrd in this production, used recorders and a drum to play all the parts for each of the tunes. This took a number of months to complete and is a significant achievement. We applaud you for that, Wald. The sets today were created by Sere Timeless, who worked tirelessly to transform the basic Globe Theatre into what you see here today. Thank you so much, Sere. Also, a big thank you to our sponsors, the Lady Susie LeFay and the Bards of Avilion. This play was a team effort, and it's an honor for me as the director of ACT to be part of this dedicated and talented team. We hope you'll now join us for some dancing. We're going to do some traditional dances from the Renaissance period. Thank you all again for being with us today.